Hi, my name is April Passi, and I'm a PhD candidate in the Department of Integrated Studies and Education at McGill University. My supervisors are Mela Sarkar here at McGill and Dr. Sunny Lau at Bishop's University. My research has been funded by FRQSC and by Performa, and although I'm still in the process of working on my dissertation proposal, I'm happy to share my research vision with you today. The topic for my research is about transforming English language classes for Francophone and multilingual students in cégeps in Quebec. For those of you who don't know what a cégep is, in Quebec we have high school up into grade 11, and then students can choose either a pre-university or a technical program at the cégep level. For more information on cégeps, you can click this link here. So my investment with my research project comes from my years of teaching the cégep English classes in a Francophone cégep. I started first teaching English at the cégep level, replacing a colleague who had gone on sick leave, and so I had to use things in my toolkit that I had taught before. So I drew on my experience as an English language arts high school teacher, and I brought to my ESL students a personal narrative writing project. And I was just amazed by how much they wrote and how much they enjoyed the writing project. So I kept teaching personal narrative as I continued to work at the cégep. And students continue to enjoy the challenge of writing a longer text and enjoy being able to share their own stories. In recent years, in order to support my bilingual and multilingual students, I decided to start experimenting with translingual pedagogy and translingual writing. So I've been teaching translanguaging as almost a writing technique that students can use in their text. Recently, I asked my students what they thought about using translanguaging in the English classroom, and several of them said it was a great idea and that they felt like it helped their writing have a more authentic voice. Motivated by my students' positive reactions to the personal narrative and to translingual writing, I see the potential for the English classroom to become a third space where students can transcend the limitations that are imposed on them in other spaces where they have to produce language. Through telling their stories in the languages that they want to use, students get a chance to express their diverse linguistic and cultural identities. According to Statistics Canada, both Quebec and Canada is going to see a really big growth in linguistic and cultural diversity over the next decade. So it's really important for English teachers to have tools and pedagogies that are responsive and inclusive and support students who are multilingual. So my research is going to address this need for linguistically and culturally inclusive English teaching pedagogy by further refining what I've been working on for the past 6 years. And I want to include more examples of translanguaging for the students, as well as more examples of diverse personal narratives for the students. Then I'm planning through an action research process to ask the students what they thought of the process. What did they think about shifting aside the goal to sound like a native speaker and focusing more on developing their own authentic voice. And this will help me to create a clearer portrait of the needs of cégep students and their perceptions of translanguaging in Quebec. I hope that my research will first and foremost help my students with their own learning and with their goals, and I hope it will be fun for them to participate. Secondly, I really hope that this project will reveal the potential for translingual pedagogy in cégep level English classes. I hope that my work can inspire other teachers and also provide some tools for other teachers who want to experiment with translingual pedagogy. And finally, I hope my work will contribute to a larger discussion about transforming English language education. So thank you very much for listening. Please feel free to email me or check out my website. Thank you.